Well, good evening. God bless you wherever you might be tuning in. Basketball action tonight on DMS and the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. Tonight from the Mustangs Corral, it's girls basketball sectional style quarterfinal action as the Dansville Mustangs, the number 2 seed, go against the Haverling Rams, the number 7 seed, a couple of squads who have seen each other a few times before in the past. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Williams with you for all the play-by-play action. And, well, tonight you win and you go on, lose and you go home. It's as simple as that. And of course, in this abbreviated COVID campaign, the sectionals abbreviated as well to just 3 rounds: quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. They'll all be played this week. And as far as Class B goes, and with regards to tonight's matchup in the girls' classification, it is Tuesday, Thursday, championship Saturday. So one of these two teams will move on tonight. Time will tell. The Dansville Mustangs have defeated Bath the both previous outings this year, 59-34 and 58-41 in the 2 respective meetings during the regular season. But at this point in time, you throw those all out the window. It doesn't matter anymore. It depends upon what happens here tonight. And we expect a dandy indeed as Dansville and the Haverling Rams from Bath get together tonight in quarterfinal action here this evening. And of course, the winner will take on either 6th-seeded Penn or 3rd-seeded Penn Yan or Wellsville, who are the other 2 teams, or check that, Attica, the other 2 teams who are in the classification in the other part of the bracket. So tonight, the winner goes on, the loser goes home, and right now, this evening, the berth in the semifinals will be on the line. Let's stay in Honor America here at the Mustangs Corral. Well, one of the nice things about tonight's game is we see fans in the stands from both schools, which is a good thing. And I guess the one of those situations that it was a call just the other day that precipitated that, Abby Spees at one of the guard spots, Meredith Chakowski joining her out there on the floor for the Rams. Keegan Smith, a 5'10 freshman on Randy Abrams' squad. Olivia Beers, a 5'7 senior, and Caden Taggart, a 5'9 senior. Randy Abrams' team comes in with a 4-6 record this year as the number 7 seed this evening. As for the Dansville Lady Mustangs, they'll shape up this way. Sydney Stone in the starting lineup. She'll be flanked by Hannah LaPlante at the other guard spot, a 5'6 senior. Maddie Lee, a 5'8 junior at 1 forward. Bree Caruso, a 5'6 junior. And in the middle, Ray Young, the 6'2 senior, Kirsten Kirschner, and the officials for tonight's game, Lyle Koperzak and Pete McCabe, as we get set to get things underway. Dansville and Bath, third time around, and of course, this is the one that counts, period. Everyone counts, obviously, but the magnitude of this game certainly has jumped a great deal. Believe it or not, Bath was the last team to win the Livingston County Division I girls basketball title before Dansville has won it the last 3 years. These two teams met in the semifinals of Class B at HFL back when Hannah LaPlante, let's say, and Ray Young were freshmen. And boy, what a dandy of a double overtime win that was for the Bath Haverling Rams. Jaden Abrams leading the way for the Rams in that one. But boy, an exciting ball game indeed. Bath in their road blue jerseys with white numerals trimmed in black. Dansville moving from left to right in their home white jerseys with red numerals trimmed in black. Ray Young and Caden Taggart stepping into the center circle. And ladies and gentlemen, this sectional basketball game underway. Hannah LaPlante out front and Stone outside the arc on the left. High post pass. Ray Young left side. Hannah LaPlante goes opposite in the corner, cutting into the lane and bringing it out front. Caruso now swing it down low to Ray Young. Double team. Give and go. Underneath, getting too far under is Hannah LaPlante, and the rebound comes away. Abby Spees, leading scorer for the Rams, brings it across with Bree Caruso on her. Left side bounce pass out front. Taggart gives it up. Smith on the right-hand side. Spees makes a move to the baseline and now tries to retreat. They'll swing it back the other way, and on top, Tchaikovsky gives it up. And now Spees cuts into the lane. Left-hand side shot blocked by Ray Young. Young with the block puts it on the floor herself, pushing it up the floor on the right-hand side. Leaves it right side corner. Maddie Lee from downtown. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by the Mustangs. So a scoreless first minute of action between these two longtime foes. Basketball comes inbounds for the Rams. And Taggart with it gives it up now to Spees. Spells her name Spiess. Abby, left-hand side, directing traffic as she goes. Leaves it out front. Tchaikovsky makes a move to the right to the top of the arc. Leaves it for Spees. Sets a pick. And along the baseline, a running one-hander off the side of the backboard. LaPlante pushing it up the floor. Right side, Maddie Lee. Right side, puts it up and in. And the Mustangs open Pandora's box here at the 6:23 mark of period number one with a 2-0 lead. Tchaikovsky pushing it up the floor on the right-hand side. Shot blocked by Ray Young. Said she got her with a body. So Ray Young picks up her first personal. And going to the line, Meredith Tchaikovsky. 6:14 left to play in the first as Tchaikovsky will try and knot things up here at the Mustangs Corral. First one on the way. Got it. So Meredith slices Dansville's lead in half to 2-1. And the second one on the way for the 5'6" sophomore. Rattles it in, rattles it out. Rebounded by Bree Caruso. So a 2-1 Dansville lead. On top, Caruso cutting down the lane. Gives it up to LaPlante. Over the top opposite. Lee, high post pass. Jump shot, foul line. Ray Young. No good. Rebound in the paint. Stone kicks it back out front. Caruso running one-hander in the paint. Can't get it to drop. Gets her own rebound back. Out front. Jumper for Hannah LaPlante. Got it. LaPlante drops the deuce with 5:44. Full court pressure all over the floor for Dansville. They relax a little bit here. 4-1 Dansville with the lead. Right side wing, Keegan Smith brings it over the top. Rifles it left-hand side. Spees from downtown connects. Abby Spees drops a three-pointer. 5:20 left, and we're deadlocked at 4 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. Four-court pass on the right. Maddie Lee on the baseball pass. Puts it up and in. And 1-2 plus 1. Caden Taggart whistled for the foul, her first. So Lee, with an opportunity with 5:11 left to play in this first quarter to make it a 3-point Dansville lead. Dansville leads it 6-4. Lee on the line, and the lefty gets it to go. 5 points for Maddie Lee here in the early going for the Mustangs. Speece ahead, right side, almost picked off by Ray Young. I thought Ray Young was going to come up with that one easy, but somehow it floated through. The Mustangs deflected off the Rams out of bounds. So Dansville gets it back, looking to add to a 3-point advantage. 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. LaPlante up the floor, double team, gives it up now. Ray Young puts it on the floor. Ahead, Crusoe, left side wing, cutting back door. Lee can't get the shot to drop, and out of bounds it goes to the Haverling Rams. 4:51 left to play here in the first quarter. Penyan and Attica, the other two combatants in the other side of the bracket, who are at it tonight. The winner of this game will play the winner of that one. Left side bounce pass in the corner. Checking into the line, Olivia Beers. Right side, Caden Taggart underneath. Shot blocked by Ray Young. Young has the ball knocked away from behind, and the Rams come up with a loose ball. So Chukowski with it out front. 7-4 Dansville lead with 4.5 left to play in the first quarter. Speece stops at the foul line. Jumper, no good. Rebound, right side tipped up, whistle and a foul. Hannah LaPlante on the foul, and Caden Taggart is going to go to the line. LaPlante her first. And Dansville's going to call timeout. 4:16 left to play. You're listening to sectional basketball and viewing sectional basketball on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Your score in the first, 4:16 left. Dansville 7, Haverling 4. Well, to the backdrop of Jimi Hendrix, dating ourselves a little bit, and Voodoo Child slight return. Here we are returning, and the Bath Haverling Rams hanging right with the Dansville Mustangs. They gave Dansville quite a tussle in both outings this year. Dansville wound up on top, but it was not an easy battle, I can tell you that. Caden Taggart on the line, first one up, and can't get it to drop. Looking to try and reduce the deficit from 7 to 4. Taggart will get one more. 4:16 showing on the first half clock, and she buries the second one. So a 7-5 ball game. Hannah LaPlante in the backcourt, brings it to midcourt, double team, backdoor right side, going all the way. Sydney Stone all alone for the bucket. Good look, good read by Hannah LaPlante, and it's a 9-5 Dansville lead. Forecourt on the right, LaPlante with the steal. Forecourt on the left, Maddie Lee. Cutting down the left-hand side, cross-court pass. Good anticipation that time by 5'10 freshman Keegan Smith. Those long legs came in handy, and those long arms there deflected that one away, which could have been an easy layup for the Mustangs. Stone triggers the inbounds for Kristen Kirshner's team. Ray Young cuts into the paint, gives it back, baseline left. Nope, 3 seconds on the Mustangs. Unforced errors, and the key for the Rams is to take advantage of those, and we'll see how they make out. Right-hand side, Smith in the backcourt, looking for help. Double team now, gets it ahead. Right side, Chukowski on the move. Right side, 3-on-1, left side bounce pass out front. Speece over the top of the pick. Jump shot, foul line left. No good. Long rebound to the Rams. Chukowski gets a fresh shot clock out on top now. 3:25 in the first. Dansville with a 9-5 lead. Baseline right. They try and bring it back out front. Taggart tries three from downtown. No good. LaPlante collects the carom for the Dansville Mustangs. Maddie Fiala looking to check in. Low lob pass underneath. Ray Young fouled from behind. And it's going to be Keegan Smith. Smith, whistle for her first personal. Fiala in. Caruso out for Dansville. And Ray Young will go to the stripe with 3:07 left to play here in the first quarter. Misfires on the first one. Ray looking for her first points of the night in a 9-5 game. Young, second one on the way, headed to Niagara. Yes, said. Going to be a Purple Eagle. 10-5 as she gets one of two. Spieth in the backcourt with 3 minutes left. Forecourt pass knocked away, stolen away by Ray Young. Cuts down the line, dishes right side, and Stone can't get the shot to drop right side. Caruso blocked by Smith, and Smith comes away with a loose ball. Good defensive play by Keegan Smith, the 5'10 freshman. So Spieth across midcourt. Dansville with a 10-5 lead, 2:44 to left to play in the first quarter. Smith, left side bounce pass. Over the top, Spieth leaves it out front. They go down low. Smith with a running one-handed hook. No good. Rebound, Ray Young. Outlet right-hand side. Caruso across midcourt, cautiously bringing it up the floor. Right side corner. They get it down low. Ray Young kisses it off the window with a right-hand hook and gets it to drop. So Ray Young with a deuce at the 2:15 mark, and it's a 12-5 Dansville advantage. Double team right side. LaPlante tips it away, knocks it away. Right-hand side in the paint. Sydney Stone can't get the ball to drop. She banks it off the window, let the traffic clear, but couldn't drop the shot. Rams get it back, going the other way. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the first. Left-hand side, it's Smith. Comes over the top. Right side wing, it's Spieth. Left side dribble ball knocked away, taken away by LaPlante. Gives it up now and gets it back from Ray Young. LaPlante, right side wing, it's Caruso in the corner. Fiala looking down low. Back out front, Caruso leaves it. Fiala pulls up, shoots three, no good. Rebound, and hustling in there, Sydney Stone gives it up in the paint. Cross-court pass tipped away. LaPlante loads the gun for three. Got it! Oh, no, two, they said. Two. They said her foot was on the line. A two with 1:11 left to play, and it's a 14-5 Dansville advantage. Double team pressure at midcourt, knocked away. Ball still loose. Finally, the Rams collect it, and Randy Abrams calls timeout. The Mustangs putting on a little pressure there, forces the timeout for Haverling. 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. And was there a timeout or not? Apparently not. I thought there was a timeout called, but apparently not. So, couple of jerseys change. Reagan Faulkner checks into the lineup for the Rams. High post pass, give and go. LaPlante goes all the way to the hole, puts it off the window and scores. Give and go. Young to LaPlante, and with 49 seconds left, it's a 16-5 Dansville lead at midcourt. Ball loose, picked up by Fiala. Whistle, and basketball goes Dansville's way. So the Mustangs, the 16-5 lead, 42 ticks of the timer left here in the first. LaPlante across midcourt, right side, it's Fiala. Over the top, Lee swings it left side for Stone. LaPlante along the baseline, bounce pass underneath. Fiala gives it up to Ray Young, who kisses it off the window. 2 or 3 passes, that's what you got to do. And the Mustangs executed 18-5 Dansville. At midcourt, 17 seconds left. Taggart, left side corner, ball taken away by Ray Young. Ray almost had the high jump over the restraining rope there. 13 seconds remaining. Dansville by 13, 18-5. And the Rams will put it in play. Keegan Smith on the left side of the arc. Set to toss it in for Randy Abrams' team. Tchaikovsky with it out front. We're inside of 10 now. Directing traffic as she goes. Right side, taking it along the baseline. Pulls up, brings it back out front. Taggart with 2, with 1. They're not going to get a shot away. First quarter is history at the Corral in the Class B2 quarterfinals. Your score on DSSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sport Next Network. Through 8 minutes of action, it's the Dansville Mustangs 18, The Bath Haverling Rams 5. Well, the Dansville Mustangs put a little surge on to close the period. In the final 5 minutes, they went on an 11-1 run and went from a 7-4 game to all of a sudden an 11 or an 18-5 ball game. And here we are as we get set to start the second. And the Mustangs will go with Abby Belcher, Ray Young, Maddie Lee, Maddie Fiala, and Bree Caruso to start. Caden Taggart, Meredith Chakowski, Abby Speece, Keegan Smith, and Olivia Beards for the Rams. And here we go in quarter number 2 at the Corral. Speece handles it top of the circle, leaves it on top. Chakowski stops the foul line, feeds Smith, swing it left side for Speece, cuts over the pick, leaves it out front. Good defense by the Mustangs. Long jumper from the outside for Caden Taggart, gets it to drop, so Caden Taggart opens the period with an outside jumper at the 7:34 mark, and it's 18-7. Ray Young, right side corner, back out front. High post pass, Young on the give and go. Fiala trying to give it back to Ray Young, has it tipped away and taken away. I believe it was Olivia Beers that deflected it away, and the Rams go the other way with it. Chakowski leaves it out front. Speece fakes left, dribbles right, brushes her defender off on the pick. Smith now makes a move to the foul line, leaves it for Taggart. Taggart with an outside jumper, banks it off the window inside of the arc. So Taggart opens with a bang for the Bath Haverling Rams. And with 6:55 left to play in the half, it's now an 18-9 game. Dansville with a lead. Fiala out front on the left. Gives it up on top. Caruso swings it right side for Lee. Lee into the corner, and now Fiala. Bree Caruso, jumper from the outside, gets it to go. So Bree Caruso, her first points of the game, drops a deuce with 6.5 left to play. Dansville, a 20-9 leader here in number 2. Right side, they'll swing it left side. Taggart out front for Speece. Speece makes a move to the right, running one-hander, traveling, called the NBA continuation rule on that one, it looked like. So Dansville Mustang boys season ended last night at the hands of a very good Wayne Eagles team. Dave Moody was telling me before the game. Dansville finishing the season at 5-6. Right side, Lee brings it out front. Jump shot, foul line, Ray Young, no good. Fiala with a rebound. Left side corner, Caruso cuts inside, running one-hander and gets it to go. Bree Caruso. So Taggart hits a pair of deuces for the Rams. Caruso counters for Dansville with 5:49 left, and it's 22-9 Mustangs. Speece loses the handle on it out of bounds. Good defensive pressure by Bree Caruso. In for the Rams comes Reagan Faulkner. Aaron Patinella checks in for Ray Young for Dansville. Mustangs with a 22-9 lead as Kristen Kirshner shuffling the deck for Dansville. LaPlante gives it up on the left side. Lee taking it to the baseline out front. Patinella. Lee outside again, and on top, they leave it for LaPlante. LaPlante bounce pass left side, running one-hander for Patinella. She's fouled on the baseline by Taggart. Caden's second personal foul, and Aaron Patinella will go to the free throw line. 5:25 showing on the clock. Dansville with a 22-9 lead. Patinella looking to add to that, and does on the first one. Dansville, a couple of JVs up. Abby Roelli and Stephanie Youngers. Natalie Creeley up for the Rams. And in and out, rebound tipped up, no good, however, by Abby Belcher. Almost got it to drop, but 23-9. She gets one of two. So close, but so far. Right side, it's Taggart across the timeline. Dansville with a 23-9 lead, 5 minutes left to play in quarter number two. Right-hand side, dribble drive to the baseline, whistle and a foul out front. Somebody reached in, and I think it was Hannah LaPlante, and that's her second. So LaPlante with two. Checking in, here comes Keegan Smith. She'll spell Caden Taggart. Randy Abrams can go big, can go quick, and he certainly can go young, that's for sure, and that's quality youth he's got on this team. Speece out front, gives it up on top. Downtown, it's Chakowski, no good, long rebound, goes out of bounds, and the Dansville Mustangs get it back. They're going to be keeping an eye on that Attica Penyan game being played in Penyan tonight. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game at the higher seeded team's site. Down the lane, running one-hander, Maddie Lee goes into the lane and banks it off the window for a bucket. 4:44 left, and it's 25-9 Dansville. Mid-court on the left-hand side. Faulkner gives it up on top. Smith leaves it for Chakowski. Chakowski controlling it out front, cuts across the middle of the lane, leaves it right-hand side, running one-hander, no good. Trying to get it over the outstretched hand of Aaron Patinella. Mustangs come away with it. Right side, Caruso cuts to the baseline, running one-hander underneath there. Abby Belcher got a little too far underneath. Forecourt pass on the right. Too tall even for the long arms of Keegan Smith on that one. Checking in, Candace Stremol for the Rams. Hannah LaPlante sits down. And Sydney Stone is back for the Mustangs. Dansville with a 25-9 lead, 4 minutes left to play in quarter number two. Stone, left side foul line extended. Right side, Caruso coming down the lane, whistling a foul on Abby Speece. And Bree Caruso. One of the things that always impressed me about Bree Caruso was she spent most of the time on the floor as a JV because she's a scrapper, and boy, she is no different on the varsity level. Bree on the line. 3:58, misfires on the first one. 4 points in the game for Caruso, looking to add to Dansville's lead of 25-9. She's got one more coming. Second one on the way for the junior guard, and gets it. So Bree knocks one of two down, 26-9. So timeout Rams, 3:58 left to play. We've reached the midway point of quarter number two here in the Section 5 Class B2 girls quarterfinal matchup between the Haverling Rams and the Dansville Mustangs. Your score, Dansville 26, Haverling 9. Well, if you look at the other part of the Class B2 bracket, some of the other teams who are in action tonight, number one, Waterloo hosting Royce Flickner's Wayland Cohocton Golden Eagles. Boy, what a dandy of an upset that would be if Wayland Cohocton would knock off the number one seed. The Golden Eagles will have their hands full in Waterloo, I guarantee you. And North Rose Walcott visiting Wellsville tonight as well. That's in the other part of the B2 bracket. Of course, on the side that we are concerned with here tonight, the winner of this Dansville Haverling game will play either Attica or Penyan on Thursday night. Rams in the middle on the right-hand side. Faulkner cross-court pass. Abby Belcher gets a hand on it, can't come up without over. Rams keep it. And on top, Natalie Creeley, the JV call-up into the mix. Chakowski leaves it out front on the left, shot blocked by Belcher. Rams get the ball back, however, they dump it down low. Beers, outside jumper from downtown, no good. Rebound, Sidney Stone. Mustangs on the move. Caruso pushing it up the floor, left-hand side. Lee cutting, gives it right-hand side. And Belcher can't get it to drop. Patinella with the offensive boards and tips it home, though. So Aaron Patinella with a tip in. 3:09 showing on the timer. 28-9 Dansville. Forecourt on the right. It's Beers cutting to the baseline, brings it back out front. Chakowski shooting three, no good. Patinella with the rebound, leaves it for Caruso. Caruso pushing it up the floor on the right side, finds Maddie Lee from long range. Got it from downtown. Maddie Lee. 2:44, 31-9 Dansville. Right side, it's Chakowski. Uses up the dribble. Out front, Spies. On top, makes a move to the baseline right. Up, too many steps. Don't count it. Ray Young and Maddie Fiala are back as Kristen Kirshner using some different combinations here tonight. Abby Belcher checks out. Fiala and Stone will bring the ball up the floor for the Mustangs. 2:26 left to play in the first. 31-9, Dansville with a lead. Right-hand side, Caruso swings it right side. Lee over the top, cuts down the lane. The lefty puts it off the window, gets it to drop. Maddie Lee, what a night she's having, ladies and gentlemen. 2:10 left, and it's 33-9. Dansville with a lead. Spies in the backcourt, forecourt right side. Chakowski bounce pass out front. Creeley stops the foul line, gives it back out front. Chakowski looking for the shot, can't get it away. However, Beer swings it left side. Spies will let it go and got it. Abby Spies, her second three of the night, comes at the 1:43 mark, and it's a 33-12 Dansville lead. Fiala with it. Keeps the dribble alive. Right side, Caruso. Outside foul line extended. No good. Long rebound. Ray Young comes away with it. Out front, running down the paint. Lefty off the window. Fiala, no good. Caruso with a foul. Crawling over the back that time of Meredith Chakowski. Caruso's first personal. Team's fourth. 1:25 left to play in the first half. Dansville with a 33-12 advantage. Creeley inbounds it left side. Spies in the middle. Creeley gets it across midcourt. Now double team. Ball knocked away by Ray Young and out of bounds. Last touched by the Rams. It went off one of the Rams over there, said Lyle Koperzak, the official. He is teamed with Pete McCabe tonight in this sectional quarterfinal matchup. Down low, Ray Young, bounce pass baseline right, mishandled by Sidney Stone. Whistle and jump it up, they're going to say. And the possession arrow gives it back to Dansville. 68 seconds left to play in this first half. Dansville with a 33-12 lead. So, in it will come. Stone gives it up. Ray Young in the paint, puts a shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul called. It was either Spies or Smith, and it's Keegan Smith. Her second personal foul. Ray Young on the line. 1:06 left to play in this first half. Checking into the mix for the Rams, Alexis Sutherland. Sutherland in, Smith out. Ray Young on the line. 5 points in the ball game thus far for Ray. No good on the first one. 33-12, Dansville looking to add to the lead. If Ray can drop the second one through, she's got 5 points on the night. And that's all she's got, but Sidney Stone with a rebound. Gives it back to Ray Young, who tips it up and in. But you don't get it one way, you get it the other. So Young gets the two back on the tip-in with a minute left to go. And it's 35-12 Dansville. Mustangs up the floor. They step on the sideline, or was it a foul called on Sidney Stone? It's a foul on Stone. Her first. Rams with it. 50 seconds left to play in the half. 35-12 Dansville with a lead. Spies on top, swings it left side. Chakowski looking down low, nothing there. Dansville in his own defense, right side. Spies loads the gun, shoots three, no good. Long rebound, right side, Creeley. Creeley along the baseline, cut off by Caruso. Gets it back out front. On top with it, Olivia Travis gives it up. Left side shot underneath by Chakowski. No good. 27 seconds left in the half. Left side, it's Fiala. Gives it up to Ray Young on the left side. Young out front, 18 seconds left. Maddie Lee cutting down the paint, running one-hander, whistle and a foul called. I believe it was Alexis Sutherland whistled for the foul, and that's who it is. And Maddie Lee will be on the free throw line. 13 seconds remain in this first half as she looks to add to the Dansville lead. Lee's first one, no good. She's human. Maddie Lee with 12 first half points in the ball game. Look to make it 13 here, and can't get either one to go down. Ball out of bounds to the Rams with 10 seconds left to play. So the Mustangs go cold from the free throw line here in this second quarter. 2 out of 8. Ahead, Chakowski gives it up. Sutherland with a shot in the paint, puts it up and in. Sutherland with a bucket. So Sutherland with a bucket buzzer beater for the Haverling Rams, and we have come to halftime at the Corral. Your score at halftime in Section 5 Class B2 basketball action at the Corral. On the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network, it's Dansville 35, Haverling 14. So Penn Yan is up 36. That's at the half? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, keep me posted. Must be there a tiny bit ahead of us then. So we will, I was just going to say, well, like I say, so depending upon how quickly their game progresses, we may have a final before ours is over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mustangs Corral in Dansville. Viewing sectional girls basketball on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Frank Williams, and of course our producer engineer Mike Birmingham along for the ride, who has just informed us that the other sectional game that we're keeping an eye on is also at halftime at the Mustangs Corral in the Finger Lakes. The Penn Yan Mustangs, that is. Strangely enough, Penn Yan and Dansville are the only two teams in Section 5 with a Mustang logo. And at this point in time, the Penn Yan Mustangs are also in the lead. They lead the Attica Blue Devils at halftime in the Finger Lakes, 36-20. We'll try and keep an eye on that ball game for you as we continue with ours here tonight. This one, the Dansville Mustangs in the lead as well. 35-14, your score at halftime. And very tight contest early on between these two teams. Dansville was up 7-4 with about 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and then went on an 11-1 run to close the period, making it an 18-5 lead as Hannah LaPlante knocked down a couple of buckets. Madison Lee had 5 first quarter points, as did Ariana Young. leading Dansville to a first quarter lead of 13. Things were not much different in the second half or the second quarter. The Rams came out. Caden Taggart knocked down 2 quick shots for Randy Abrams' group. And then Bree Caruso turned around and did the same for the Dansville Mustangs. The Mustangs got a couple of more buckets from Maddie Lee, including a 3-pointer. Bree Caruso hit those 2 buckets to start the quarter. Mustangs, however, went ice cold from the free throw line in the second quarter. And I mean ice cold, 2 for 8, 25% here in the sectionals on your home floor. I know that Kristen Kirshner is addressing that in the locker room for the Dansville Mustangs for sure. Meanwhile, taking a look at the first half numbers for you, the Dansville Mustangs have been led by Madison Lee's 12 points in the ballgame, including 1 3-pointer and 1 old-fashioned 3-point play, which occurred in the first quarter. Elsewhere, Ray Young with 7, Hannah LaPlante with 6, Bree Caruso with 5, Aaron Patinella with 3, and Sydney Stone with 2 for Dansville. 4 of 11 from the free throw line, about 37% in the first half. Foul situation for Dansville, Hannah LaPlante with 2, Ray Young, Bree Caruso, and Sydney Stone with 1 apiece. Meanwhile, for the Haverling Rams, they have been led by Abby Speece, who has 2 3-pointers, Caden Taggart with 5 points, Alexa Sutherland with 2, Meredith Chukowski with 1, and that's where we stand here. Foul situation for the blue and white. Caden Taggart and Keegan Smith each with 2 personals apiece. Alexis Sutherland and Abby Speece with 1 apiece thus far on the evening for the Haverling Rams. Third time, is it going to be a charm for the Rams? Well, if it's going to be, Randy Abrams is going to have to diagram up a little game plan and hopes that his shots fall and Dansville's do not. Meanwhile, the Dansville Mustangs hoping to continue their run here tonight as the last team to win the Livingston County Division I girls basketball title was the Bath Haverling Rams 3 years ago, with the group led by Jaden Abrams. And boy, what a game these 2 teams played at HFL a few short years back. Double overtime before the Bath Haverling Rams prevailed and went on to the finals, eliminating a Dansville team that started very slowly, and boy, did they catch fire in a hurry, finishing the season over 500. And since then, Dansville has won 3 Livingston County Division I titles in a row. And of course, here in this abbreviated COVID campaign, we've got 10-game season, and now you factor in a potential 3 postseason games, and that'll do it because that's as far as they go. There won't be any B, double B, or B1, B2 crossovers or anything like that. This season will finish up in Class B this Saturday, rain or shine, and that's the way it is going to be. The winner tonight will play in the semifinals on Thursday night at the higher-seeded gymnasium. And the winner of that game will play in the Section 5 championship on Saturday. And nothing in yet on the Wayland-Cohocton Waterloo game or the Wellsville North Rose game. But as we mentioned, in the Penn Yan Attica game, the game that will factor on the other side of the bracket for these 2 teams, the Penn Yan Mustangs leading Attica at halftime 36-20. Right here, we've got a second half of action coming your way. I hope you'll stay with us here on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. And of course, if Dansville wins this one, we will have live coverage of Thursday's game, which would be here against either Attica or Penn Yan. It could be a Mustangs and Mustangs matchup. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Well, you have to take care of matters at hand, and there's still a second half of action set to unfold here at the Corral. You're watching DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. We're at halftime of the Class B2 Girls quarterfinals with your score, Dansville 35, the Haverling Rams 14. Now we get set here for second half action on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Glad you could be with us tonight. Dansville with a 35-14 lead at the half. And time will tell what will unfold in quarters 3 and 4 here at the Mustangs Corral in Dansville. Glad you could be with us here tonight as the Dansville Mustangs trying to extend their season, as are the Haverling Rams. Winner goes on, loser goes home. Last night in boys basketball, Wayne eliminated the Dansville boys basketball Mustangs 76-44. And of course, Wayne now 13-0, one of two unbeaten teams in the boys bracket in Class B2. The Batavia Blue Devils the other. Now here we go, second half action. Keegan Smith gets it started, gives it off. Meredith Chukowski, right-hand side. Double team, brings it back out front on top. Speece shooting three, got it. Abby Speece starts with a bang. Her third three of the night, 35-17. 9 points for Abby. Right-hand side, Caruso. On top, it's Lee. Lee cutting into the paint, running one-hander off the glass. Can't get it to drop. Rebound tip to the right-hand side, and the Rams come away with it. Olivia Beers with it. Ahead, right-hand side. Chukowski across midcourt. Keeps the dribble alive on top. Speece looking for some space. She gets it. She can drain it. She's already showed that. Right side corner, Chukowski pulls the trigger. No good. Ray Young clears the boards for Dansville. Ahead, Hannah LaPlante puts it on the floor. Four-court pass, right side. Maddie Lee, backdoor shot underneath. Can't get it to go. And the V-tip by Stone, no good. Rams get a break. Four-court on the right-hand side. Chukowski out front. Speece, nope. T-Berry shuffle, turns it over. Good thought. Abby wanted to get free for another shot. She's been red hot tonight, but shuffle those feet, and Dansville gets it back off of the turnover, and the Mustangs looking to answer here. Right side wing, it's Maddie Lee outside the arc, and now on top, high post pass tipped off of the fingertips of Caruso, and Caden Taggart comes away with it. Rams on the move, up the floor, Speece to the right-hand side. The sophomore Chukowski with a high post pass. Beer swings it left side for Smith. Smith out front. Leaves it in the corner for Chukowski. Has her pocket picked by Bree Caruso, who lost it out of bounds over there. So the Rams will keep it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 6:26 on the third quarter game clock. Dansville with a 35-17 lead. Out front on the left, it is Chukowski, and now Smith from downtown for three. Back iron, no good. Caruso collects the carom. Ahead, left-hand side. Hannah LaPlante down the floor, surveying as she goes. Gives it up. Lee, long range, no good. Long rebound. Ray Young takes it along the baseline. Out front, it's LaPlante for three. Got it. Hannah LaPlante drains one from downtown. 6 minutes left to play. 38-17 in the third. Midcourt, Rams break the pressure defense. Left side wing, it's Speece. Mustangs don't want to see her get a shot away. Ball knocked away by Stone momentarily. Right side corner, it's Taggart. No good. Rebound, Caruso. Mustangs on the move again. Up the floor. Caruso, right side corner. They dump it down low. Ray Young on the give and go out front. Foul line jumper for Sydney Stone. No good. Caden Taggart with the defensive boards for the Rams. 38-17, Dansville with the lead. Ahead, right side, it's Spies. Right side, it is Smith. Smith in the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. Whistle and a foul called. And it's going to be against the Mustangs. Bree Caruso, her second. 5:16 left to play in the third. A 38-17 Dansville lead. At halftime of the other game, Penyan led Attica 36-20. Right side, it's Spies. Out front, Keegan Smith looking to take it to the baseline. Running one-hander on the right side, no good. Stone with a rebound. Gives it up. Caruso pushing it up the floor. Left side wing, it's Hannah LaPlante underneath. Puts the shot up, no good. A whistle and a foul called out front. Meredith Chakowski, her first personal, and Hannah LaPlante will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Hannah with 9 points thus far in the ball game, including that 3 moments ago. And up off Randy Abrams' bench, Reagan Faulkner checks in for Keegan Smith. Keegan, whistle for the personal foul. That's her third. They can ill afford to lose her. Yeah, I'll tell you, she gets up and down the floor well for a big girl. LaPlante, first one, got it. 10 points for Hannah. 39-17 Dansville. 4:58 showing on the third quarter clock. LaPlante, second one, and got them both. So LaPlante converts, and it's a 40-17 Dansville lead. Rams with it in the backcourt. Spies, right side. Chakowski ahead, right side. Caden Taggart shot blocked from behind. And they called Ray Young for the foul. Ray's second. So Taggart will be on the free throw line with 4:50 left to play in the third period, looking to reduce the Rams' deficit, and she does on the first one. Caden with 6 points in the ball game thus far. She's got one more coming. 5'9" senior. Gotten a few rebounds and gets 1 out of 2, and Bree Caruso comes away with it, 40-18. Caruso across midcourt. It's Maddie Lee over the top. Stops the foul line. On top again, it's Caruso. Right side. Stone, left side wing. Lee takes it along the baseline. Shot blocked by Caden Taggart. Taggart with a good defensive series there. Takes the ball away as well. Gonna give Maddie Lee a lot of credit going in there against the likes of Caden Taggart. They got to do it, though. Out front, Taggart, right side, ball knocked away by LaPlante. Almost came up with a steal. They leave it out front. Faulkner from downtown, no good. Rebounded. Bree Caruso again. Caruso with the basketball, pushing it up the floor for the Mustangs in the middle. Gives it up left side. LaPlante brings it out front. Traveling called on Hannah LaPlante. So Mustangs want timeout. Kristen Kirshner didn't like something she saw out there and immediately asked for timeout. 4 minutes exactly left to play in the third. You're watching high school girls basketball on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. It's Dansville 40, Haverling 18. Now, believe it or not, sports fans, high school football season will be opening up in a couple of weeks. Well, it's less than a couple of weeks now. It'll be a week from Friday. Spring football. I'll tell you, football players are going to love it. They're going to be able to play in the spring and the fall this year if you're around. Season will open on the 19th of March, and it's right around the corner. Ball comes inbounds. Mustangs almost pick up a steal in the backcourt. Faulkner gets it head on the left-hand side now. Beers swings it back. Spies on top now. It's Chakowski. Takes it to the baseline right-hand side. Brings it back out front. Spies has some space. Shooting downtown. No good. Ray Young with the rebound ahead. Maddie Lee ahead of the field going coast to coast for the shot and the score. Maddie Lee. 3:27 and it's 42-18. Oh, Sydney Stone almost picked up another pilfering right there. Swatted it out of bounds. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Pete McCabe double checking that and now gives the basketball to the Rams. Spieth on top now. Tchaikovsky cuts off of the pick, stops the foul line. Jumper from the outside, no good. Rebound again. This time it was Sydney Stone who came up with it. LaPlante, right-hand side, gives it up. Caruso down low. It's Ray Young. Tipping can't get it to go, but she gets another one and tips it back home. You can't give Ray Young too many shots in there, I can tell you that. Those are high percentage shots for her. 44-18, Dansville with the lead. Running one-hander for Spieth. Can't get it to drop. Ray Young. Panyan leading Attica 47-30 at the end of 3. So underneath, ball knocked away. LaPlante feeds it back out front. Maddie Lee puts it on the floor, cuts to the hole, shot no good, but tipped up and in by Ray Young. Right place, right time. Ray Young with the cleanup. 2:22 left, and it's 46-18. 47-30 at the end of 3. Panyan with the lead over Attica. Right-hand side, shooting 3, Caden Taggart. Taggart drops a three-pointer with 2:05 left, 46-21. Well, Sean Race, with a timeout on the floor, has just given us some information. We'll pass it along to you in a moment. Right now, there's timeout on the floor on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. 2:03 left to play in number 3. It's Dansville 46, Haverling 21. Well, back here at the corral, Sean Race raced over from the scorer's table to give us this final, which is just in. The Waterloo Indians have defeated Wayland Cohocton by a final score of 86-22. So the number 1 moves on. Hannah LaPlante brings it across midcourt for Dansville. Right side wing, it's Maddie Lee. Fiala in the mix now for Kristen Kirshner's team. Aaron Pettinella also in, and Abby Belcher. Right side corner, Fiala cutting across the paint, running one-hander off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down, Caden Taggart. Taggart gives it up, left side, Spieth pushing it up the floor. 1:37 left to play, running one-hander for Abby, no good. Rebound, Abby Belcher for Dansville. Fiala with it. 1.5 left to play in number 3, 46-21 Dansville. Lee from the outside launches it, no good. Right side rebound, Caden Taggart. Rams again, pushing it up the floor. Tchaikovsky surveying as she goes. Left-hand side leaves it on top for Jillian Oksinski. She has just checked in for her first action. Caden Taggart cuts to the hole, whistle and a foul called. Is it Aaron Patinella or is it? No, it's on Hannah LaPlante, her third. So Taggart will go to the line. 1:07 left to play here in the third. Dansville with a 46-21 lead. And Taggart can't get the free throw to go. So 1 final in, 1 is through 3. Give them to you again here in a moment. Taggart, second one on the way. Caden can't get either one to go. Abby Belcher with the rebound for the Mustangs. Waterloo defeats Wayland Cohocton tonight 86-22, and through 3, Panyan leads Attica 47-30. Bounce pass underneath. Hook off the window for Aaron Patinella. Gets it to drop. Patinella with a deuce. 45 seconds left to play, and it's 48-21 Dansville. Left side corner, Taggart for 3. No good, long rebound. Patinella. Aaron gives it up. LaPlante, 35 seconds left. As she takes it across midcourt, right side, Maddie Lee over the top, left side, Fiala, outside jumper, got it for 2. So Maddie Fiala dumps one in with 17 seconds left to go. It's 50-21 Dansville. Rams have the ball dislodged out front, jumping up, they say. It's Dansville basketball on the possession arrow. 8 seconds left to play in this third period. Dansville with the lead. Could be the Mustangs and the Mustangs, depending upon how that Penyan Attica game turns out. Fiala in the backcourt with 5. Ahead, it's LaPlante with 3, with 2. Underneath, off the window, no good at the buzzer for Abby Belcher. Couldn't get it to drop. We've come to the end of 3 at the Corral in Dansville on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Your score in girls quarterfinal basketball action in Class B2. It's Dansville 50, Haverling 21. Well, the late George Harrison with a backdrop here at the Mustangs Corral as we head to the fourth quarter. And at this point in time, we have 2 scores to report, and that is Wayland Cohocton falling to number 1 Waterloo tonight, 86-22. And in the fourth quarter, Penyan with a 47-30 lead over Attica. We'll try and keep an eye on that for you as it develops in the Finger Lakes. Right here, fourth quarter action. Dansville with a 50-21 lead. Abby Spees on the left-hand side leaves it for Tchaikovsky out front. Keegan Smith back into the lineup for the Rams. Spees takes it to the right side corner. Tchaikovsky pulls the trigger on 3, rims it out, and Matty Fiala tracks it down for Dansville. Brings it across midcourt, gives it up left side. Abby Belcher, high post pass. Aaron Patinella off the glass, no good. Rebound, Olivia Beers for the Rams. Spees on the left-hand side. Abby with 9 points in the game. Right side, Tchaikovsky, high post pass. Caden Taggart on the give and go. Has it taken away by Sydney Stone. Good anticipation by Sid. 7:15 left to play in the ball game and in the season for one of these two teams. Fiala on the left side of the arc leaves it for Belcher. Left side corner, Ray Young on the give and go underneath. Patinelli gets too far under, shot missed, and Spees comes out of there with it for Randy Abrams' team. On the right-hand side, they bring it back over the top. Keegan Smith spins away from trouble. Left side of the arc and leaves it on top now. Abby Spees. Tchaikovsky looking to use a pick. Instead goes the other way. Abby Spees utilizing a pick, puts the jumper up. No good. Rebound. Aaron Patinella for Dansville. 6:35 showing on the fourth quarter clock. 50-21. Dansville with a lead. Fiala leaves it. Abby Belcher, foul line left, and now Ray Young takes it to the baseline right, puts a shot up, and is fouled by Caden Taggart. Taggart's third. Ray Young, a handful out there for anybody to cover. She's got great quickness, too, for her size. 6:21 left. And Ray, first one, got it. So Ray with 12 points in the ball game. As she adds to the lead, 51-21. And make it 52-21 as she buries them both. Line change for the Dansville Mustangs. As checking in, Sierra Allen, Bree Caruso, and Hannah LaPlante in. Maddie Fiala, Sydney Stone, Maddie Lee check out. High post pass. Tchaikovsky taking it to the corner and now bringing it back out. Creeley, Natalie, the sophomore, up from JVs, bottled up. And it's going to be Dansville basketball on the possession arrow with 6:02 left to play in the game. Dansville with a 52-21 lead. Try and keep you updated on that Penn Attica game when it's a final. Jumper from the foul line for Ray Young. No good. Patinella sneaks it up off the window a second time, but can't get it to go. Rebounded Keegan Smith, the 5'10 freshman. Out front, it is Chakowski. Takes it all the way along the baseline. Running one-hander, no good. Rebound tip back out front. It's Smith. Returns it out front now. Creeley over the top. Caden Taggart trying three. Got it. Caden Taggart, her second three of the night. 5:25 left to play. 52-24, Dansville with a lead. Caruso shadowed as she comes up the floor, leaves it for Allen, and now Caruso on top. Hannah LaPlante, right side wing, it's Allen. High post pass, give and go. Allen trying to go back door, rebound, tip back up by Patinella, no good. Jump it up on the baseline, they say, and this time Bath Haverling gets it back. Abby Space returns now for the Rams. Meredith Chakowski, the sophomore, checks out. 2 minutes left to go. Penn with a 52-39 lead over Attica. Right-hand side, Creeley, underhand scoop, no good. Whistle and a foul called on Ray Young. That's her third. And Creeley will be going to the free throw line. 4:48 left to play. So again, 52-39. Penn leading Attica with 2 minutes left to go. So the sophomore call-up, Natalie Creeley, nails the first one for the Rams. 52-25, Dansville with the lead. 4:48 left to play in the game. Creeley, the second one, gets one out of two. Patinella with the rebound. 52-25. So Caruso up the floor for Dansville, looking for help. Left side, it's LaPlante. Dishing right-hand side, back door to Abby Belcher. Abby Belcher with the bucket. Off the feed from Hannah LaPlante. From downtown, Taggart can't get it to go. Rebounded, Hannah LaPlante. Thing with Hannah LaPlante is she makes it look so easy. It's one thing to say it, but she manages to make those passes and make the plays happen. Allen out front has it taken away by Creeley. Creeley up the right side of the floor, whistle and a foul is going to be on Bree Caruso. And for Bree, that's her third. And with exactly 4 minutes left to play, Dansville with a 54-25 advantage. Smith looks to get it in and does so out front. Abby Speece takes it across the top, weaves her way on top. High post pass, Taggart at the foul line, whistle and a foul called on Erin Patinella. Her first personal foul, checking her second personal foul. Checking into the game, Olivia Travis, 5-foot junior. Travis in, Taggart out. 3:51 left to play in the game. Right side corner, it's Creeley, and now Speece makes a move over the top. Abby Belcher with a reach in, her first personal foul. So, in the right side corner with 3:45 left to play. Dansville led the game 18-5 after 1, 35-14 after 2, 50-21 after 3. 3:44 left. Speece trying three and misfires. Save back in. Good hustle by Keegan Smith, but Bree Caruso picks it off for Dansville and goes the other way with it. Caruso, left side of the arc, uses the dribble up now, and Sierra Allen. High post pass, Abby Belcher. Returns it to Hannah LaPlante. LaPlante on the left-hand side, give and go, gives it up to Belcher in the paint. Shot blocked, tips again, no good. Ball chased down in the corner by Natalie Creeley for the Rams. The JV call-up, getting some quality minutes for the blue and white. Left side, Smith weaves her way free, puts the short jumper up, no good. Rebound, Hannah LaPlante for Dansville. 3 minutes left to play in the game. Dansville with a 54-25 lead. A plan across midcourt, left side wing. It's Patinella cutting to the hole, shooting and scoring. Timeout, Rams. 2:48 left to play in the ball game. You're watching girls basketball, Section 5 style on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network, with your score. Mustangs 56, Rams 25. Final 54-42. All righty, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes and 48 seconds, if Dansville holds on, we will have a Mustangs against Mustangs battle on our hands here Thursday night. The Penn Yan Mustangs have defeated the Attica Blue Devils tonight, 54-42. That is now a final. So Waterloo advances, Penn Yan advances. Right-hand side, Creeley blocked by Abby Belcher. Rebound taken down by the Mustangs by Stephanie Youngers, who has checked into the ball game. Also, Abby Roelli, also on the floor. JV call up for Dansville. Abby Belcher, right side bounce pass. Youngers in the paint, tries to put the shot up. Whistle and a foul call. Candace Sturmol, whistle for the foul, and Stephanie Youngers will be on the line. Or check it, it'll be Sierra. No, it will be Youngers on the line. So Keegan Smith checks out. Alexa Sutherland checks in. First one up, no good for Youngers. She'll get one more. 2:17 left to play in the ball game. Second one, and got it. So Stephanie Youngers knocks one down. 57-25 Dansville. Right side bounce pass. It's Travis. Takes it along the baseline right. And gets it to go. Foul on Abby Belcher. So Travis with a 2+1. 2:09 left to play in the Rams. Olivia Travis, her first bucket of the ball game, comes in 2+1 fashion in the 5-foot guard. Can't get the free throw to drop. 57-25. She gets the 2 and not the 1. Dansville with a lead. Maddie Fiala across midcourt. Left side pass through the outstretched hands of Stephanie Youngers. Basketball will be in the Rams' hands. 1:57 left to go. Penn Yan will be the next opponent for the winner of this game. Right side, Spies. A foul called out front on Abby Belcher, her third. Spies on the line. 1:47 left to play in the game. So Abby with 9 points on the night. Make it 10. She is one of these gals who is just a pure shooter. So Spies knocks the first one down and can't get the second one to go down. Rebound to Roelli. 57-26. 1:41 left to play. Dansville looks like has a date with the Penn Yan Mustangs. Out front, foul line jumper for Abby Belcher. No good. Rebound taken down by Natalie Creeley. Rams pushing it up the floor on the left. It's Spies taking it to the baseline and back out front. Creeley cuts into the hole, puts the shot up, no good. Whistle and a foul called on Stephanie Youngers, her first. So Creeley will go to the line. 1:15 left to play. Reagan Faulkner checks in. Abby Spies ends her high school basketball career as she checks out. Creeley on the line, trying to reduce the deficit, and she does on the first one. Natalie, 2 points in the ball game for Creeley. 57-28. And that's the way it will stay at this moment. Abby Belcher with a rebound for Dansville. 1:12 left to play in the ball game. Dansville and Penn Yan Thursday night here, it looks like. Mustangs against the Mustangs. In the paint. Shot up off the window and in. Abby Roelli. So Roelli with a bucket with 52 seconds left to go. 59-28. Dansville with a lead. Left side, ball knocked away, taken away by Maddie Fiala. 42 seconds left to play in the season for the Rams. 42 seconds before the Mustangs officially have a date with Penn Yan. Right side, Roelli launching it from downtown, no good. Rebound. Taken on the left side, Olivia Travis with 25 seconds left to play. Travis down the lane on the left-hand side, feeds it out front. Creeley for three, no good. Rebound tipped to the right-hand side with 14 seconds left to play. Maddie Fiala will walk it up the floor, and Dansville will win it, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 5. Breaks the timeline. Your final score tonight on the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network in quarterfinal of high school girls basketball. The Dansville Mustangs 59, the Haverling Rams 28. We'll be back to wrap it up for you in just a moment. Four for 11, 6. Now back here at the Mustangs Corral in Dansville, it ends up being a happy Mustang night in Class B2. That is for sure tonight, as both the Dansville Mustangs and the Penn Yan Mustangs emerge victorious. We know that will not be the case on Thursday night when we're back here, when those two teams clash in the semifinals of Class B2. Penn Yan and Dansville Thursday night right here on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Meanwhile, in this one here tonight, the Dansville Mustangs and the Haverling Rams get together kind of close early. Dansville opened things up, though, about 3 minutes into the game with the score 7-4 in favor of Dansville. The Mustangs went on an 11-1 run to close the quarter, making it 18-5. At halftime, it was 35-14, 50-21 at the end of 3, and when it was all said and done, 59-28, the Dansville Mustangs emerged with their 12th victory of the year without a setback. Taking a look inside the numbers for Dansville, they were led by Ray Young's 13 points. Or check it, Madison Lee's 14 points. Ray Young with 13. Hannah LaPlante with 11 on the night. Aaron Patinella with 7. Bree Caruso with 5. 2 apiece for Sydney Stone, Maddie Fiala, Abby Belcher, and Abby Roelli, and Stephanie Youngers with 1, as Dansville went 9 of 17 from the free throw line, just over 50% from the stripe. Meanwhile, for the Haverling Rams, their season comes to an end. Caden Taggart with 12 points, Abby Spees with 10. 2 each for Olivia Travis, Alexa Sutherland, and Natalie Creeley, and 1 for Meredith Chukowski as Randy Abrams' team goes 6 out of 15 from the line. They finish the season at 4-7. Dansville will move on Thursday night. 2 other finals in tonight. The only game we don't have anything on is the Wellsville North Rose Walcott game. But at any rate, we know who the Dansville Mustangs are playing. It'll be the Penn Yan Mustangs, who defeated Attica tonight in Penn Yan by a final score of 54-42. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, the top-seeded Waterloo Indians defeated Wayland Cohocton soundly 86-22. So the Dansville Mustangs move on Thursday night. Hope you will be with us then at about 7 o'clock when Dansville and Penn Yan meet. The winner of that game will have a date in the finals on Saturday against possibly Waterloo, North Rose, Walcott, or Wellsville. We'll have to wait and see. So at any rate, dandy of a ball game tonight as the Dansville Lady Mustangs move on with a victory here tonight at home over the Haverling Rams. 3 times the charm. Well, as it turned out tonight, it was 3 times the charm for the Dansville Mustangs, who wind up winning all 3 meetings between these 2 teams here tonight. I'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight, and may God bless you wherever you might be tuning in our telecast of high school sports action, Section 5 style, here at the Corral. Our thanks to Mike Birmingham, our producer-engineer, and, of course, to you for tuning in tonight. Our final score tonight from the Mustangs Corral in quarterfinal girls B2 action. The Dansville Mustangs 59, the Haverling Rams 28. Good night, everybody.